Hey guys, we have another video of Gypsy Rose. This one's a bit of a throwback one. So we've come across some old emails.
Back in 2019.
Yeah, we wanted to share them with you guys.
Urker,
Yes.
and Gypsy.
Yeah, so we found this. We just thought it was interesting. We just wanted to share with you because it shows how much Ken was like devoted to Gypsy. And then literally a month later, boom.
No longer devoted.
Not clicking.
Yeah,
Boom.
no longer devoted.
They're gone. They're finished.
Because if you're a person reading these letters, you think, gee, Ken, he's so romantic.
Yeah.
Like, he's so involved, so in love. Like,
Hello,
we can't
mummy.
get guys to do anything for us in Australia. Can we, Mars?
No.
We can't get guys to do anything.
Yeah, I know.
And so we look at this like, oh, these are beautiful.
Hello,
you know?
mummy.
Yeah, but then it doesn't last.
And then suddenly they're over. They're
Yeah,
done.
they're done.
We just thought it was interesting. So
Yeah.
we just thought we'd share it and see what you guys think.
I can't read, guys, because I've actually lost my voice a little bit.
Yeah, she's a bit out of it today.
Yeah, not feeling
So
the
you
very
get to
best.
hear my lovely voice.
Yeah, go, Mars.
Okay, so
Go.
this particular post that Ken did, we blacked some of it out because what it is, he's having a go at somebody. And we don't want to talk about that part. We just want to highlight the parts that he's said about Gypsy and how important she is to him.
Tell them the
'Cause
date,
we think
Mars.
that's more important.
What is the date?
So the date for this it was the 25th of July, 2019. So he says here,
At first importance, she doesn't want to do another series, and I don't blame her. How can she heal and move on if she's constantly rehashing the same story into the spotlight every 3 months?
so like he's defending her, like she doesn't want to do another series here because
This was back in 2019.
Yeah,
She's done an audio book. She's
I
done a
know.
book. And she's got Life After Lockup
I thought that was
series.
funny.
But no, Gypsy doesn't want to do another series. Go ahead.
Apparently she gets targeted by other inmates and guards, and her wounds will never heal until she gets some rest from the media.
Well, unfortunately, Ken, she loves the media.
She loves the media, yeah.
I found that funny because I'm like, what do you mean rest from the media? Every chance she gets, she's on media.
Yeah.
Now, he also says,
And honestly speaking, has the story not been told 1,000 times? How much more do we need to hear the story of Gypsy Rose? It's played out, it's done.
No, it's not. It's not
I mean,
done. Gypsy
yeah.
doesn't want it to be done, Ken, and you know that. You know that
no,
very well.
I know. It's just funny.
I put my heart into watching Gypsy progress as far as she has, and treats her feelings and opinions with utmost importance, because I have genuine love for her.
Hello, mummy.
And I only want to build her up and not take away from her. Again, she claimed to have all this care for her, yet what have you ever done to show that? Are you the one taking her calls every day just to see how she's going? See what she's working on in school? What made her laugh that day? What shows she's watching? Go over the last section of her GED to get her into the biggest education milestone of her life? Do you know who her friends are? Do you know how many certificates she has for classes she's taken for self-improvement?
Like he's done a lot. Like he
Yeah.
does know a lot about her.
Yeah.
Like it's just because like we're reading this, like wow, like he's involved in everything about her little life.
I like this part.
Yeah.
Above being Gypsy's fiancé, I'm her best friend who cares solely about the progress she's making and watching her become the best woman she can be at heart. I'm not just some creep who calls her every night to ask her what she's wearing. Ugh, cockies.
Like he's saying, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, obviously, like what else is she gonna wear?
Yeah.
So he's basically saying, he's devoted to her. Like he's there for her all the time.
And
he's
if
always gonna be in her life forever and ever and ever.
If you're an outsider and you're reading this, you know his background. Everyone knows his background. Forget about the background. But if you're an outsider and you're reading this, what would you think? I would think, wow. Well, me personally, I think, wow, this guy's so lovely. What would you think, Mars?
Well, I think he's very devoted.
Yeah.
Like he's a very devoted person, and yeah, he's just there for her and only her. And then lastly, he says,
I don't need your money. I'll provide for her, just as I have the last 2 years. The reason we use we when we talk to you is because we talk things out together as a team. We share opinions and come to a decision together. It's never one-sided. Nobody's pulling either into a direction by the wrist. We walk side by side. We support each other. You have no idea how much she's added to my life. She makes me a better person.
he said all this. This basically is a massive declaration of his love and devotion to
Yeah.
her. And then less than a month later,
Gypsy puts out this to the world, okay, on the 22nd of August 2019 at 10:40 a.m.
I am saddened to say that Ken and I will not be getting married. Oh, under 1 month. We have decided to take part, to focus on ourselves and do some personal reflecting some time apart. Yeah. He and I have nothing but love for each other and hopes the other can find the mental and emotional peace needed. I ask with respect that Ken be given the personal privacy needed at this time. Thank you. Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
so just under a month after he's done this big declaration for her,
Love and
he's
devotion.
basically there for her. He's helping her with everything her little heart desires, and then he's gone. He's gone. Now, he's always claimed, he always says, like, first we thought, because she always said that the reason he left was because, he couldn't handle the spotlight. He couldn't handle it.
That's
I
nonsense.
mean, according to these emails, apparently she didn't want the spotlight.
No,
so what happened
exactly.
there? And then the other reason is, he comes out in the whole Lifetime documentary. He says, because he didn't want to, what was it? Stunt her growth
Didn't
or
want to
something?
stunt her growth, yeah. Didn't want to stunt her growth. How? She's in prison.
I know. That's what I thought.
Stunt
That
her
was
growth. How in
weird.
prison? And then
I mean, he's
Gypsy
saying-
was touched by this, and then because I remember the phone call. Remember, Christy calls up and
Yeah.
tells Gypsy, and he's like, "Oh, what? He broke up with me for me?"
Yeah, I know.
Guys
I know.
don't break up for you.
I know.
I'm under a completely different notion that if a guy sets you free, he doesn't want to be with you. I'm not under the notion if a guy sets you free and it comes back, it was meant to be. I don't believe in that.
I know.
If a guy wants you, he will fight for you. That's my notion.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I don't understand
I don't know.
this.
I don't get it. I find it interesting. What happened in that month? I want to know what happened in
Oh,
that
I do
month.
too. I feel like something
Yeah,
went
no,
down.
'cause it wasn't
something has gone down.
I don't believe he just wanted to set you free and let you, because he
Remember
was
that-
helping you with your education. He's there helping her with her school because she can't do it.
Not just that.
So he's helping, not hindering.
In jail, they were engaged.
Yes.
He proposed to her in jail.
Yes.
So that's a big commitment with all this love and devotion.
Yes,
and
yes.
letter writing. And then literally just under 1 month, poof,
Exactly.
no longer cares because Ken can't handle the spotlight. Second story is because he doesn't want to stunt her personal growth.
I don't
She's
believe
gotta
any of
grow.
it.
No.
I don't believe any of
I
it.
want to know what happened. There's something that's happened. We don't know what happened, but then she jumped ships to poor Ryan.
That's
Used
what I
Ryan
mean. I
as a
always
scapegoat.
I reckon it was the plan from the get-go. I don't think there was ever a breakup.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
she
yeah,
was
yeah.
probably already in the talks with Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
She said, he looks a bit better on paper, Ken. I need to get out on parole. I was like, yeah, Gypsy. Yeah, okay, just use the guy. Just use him. And I reckon they were always in the plans. I reckon they never really broke up.
When did Ryan and Gypsy get together? That's what I would like to know.
Well,
when did
apparently it
Ryan
wasn't long
start?
after. I don't
when
think
did
it was
Ryan
long
start
after.
writing to Gypsy? That's what I want to know.
Oh, I don't
We
know.
need to find the letters.
I have to remember
we
that. I
need to
forget.
find the letters between Ryan and Gypsy. If we find that out, we
Yeah.
can see if there's an overlap. If there's an overlap, there's some ridgy ditch going on.
Yeah, yeah,
Something
yeah,
dodgy,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I mean, I still think the reason she clung on to him was because of that.
Mm.
I reckon she was texting lots of guys, though.
Why
Did
did
she have like over 400 guys
Yes. I can't believe
messaging
it.
her?
I can't believe it.
So-
Did you notice something here?
What?
She spells her name Gypsy Blanchard with an E.
Oh, she's got it both ways. Here, look. At the top it's with an E and at the bottom it's with
without
an E. That's weird.
That's very weird. Anyways, let us
we
know your
always know
thoughts.
there's dodginess with her
Yeah.
name too.
We're obsessed with her name and the spelling and everything because
Yeah.
I always glance straight away into spelling. So
Yeah,
I'm like,
she's
hey,
the speller. I overlook this sort of
yeah,
stuff.
I
but
always
yeah.
look at the spelling of everything. But yeah, Ken, you look so romantic, you look so in love, but you didn't really put your money where your mouth is until Gypsy got out of prison. But I think Marzi is right. I think the whole thing was a setup.
I don't know. Either Ryan or maybe she was talking to somebody else at the time. I don't know. But I feel like they just put it on the brakes for a while just to help her get out of prison. And then that was it. You know? And now they're back together. Obviously, they got back together straight away. They didn't even wait.
I don't think they're going to last long, though. I really don't.
Who knows?
Who knows, though? Anyways, let us know your thoughts, guys.